Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So before I jump in, I just wanted to say really quickly again, thanks for having us. Thank you, Dr. York, for starting this amazing program. And to the students in the room, thanks for letting us in. You all have made an incredible commitment to each other. You all have made an incredible commitment to yourselves as learners, as leaders. And you're letting Learning by Giving be a part of that, and we're incredibly honored to be a part of your journey. So I think we've heard a lot about the Learning by Giving Foundation, but investing in the next generation of this country's leadership is what we do. It's what we care about. We wake up every day thinking about how do we equip next geners with the tools they need, the collaborative process that they need in order to make decisions about how they're going to spend their time, their talent, and yes, their treasure someday to address some of the country's most pressing problems. So when we were introduced to the young people in the SLI program, that's next generation leadership of this country at its absolute best. As Alex mentioned, we have been running this program for 15 years in undergraduate colleges all around the country. We have 35 partners. We've always wanted to get this program to an even younger audience. But when we were going to do that, we wanted it to be students in a public high school setting who had a rigorous program that they had made a long-term commitment to. So it was a really wonderful, amazing opportunity for us. This is the first ever Learning by Giving high school program. So these young people are going on a little bit of a journey with us. We're going to learn together. But as a part of that, we're also going to evaluate together. And they're going to tell us at the end of this pilot, when they give away their money and they sort of wrapped up their experience, getting ready to go on to college, et cetera, what worked, what didn't, what can we do better? Because we learn even more from them than I think they'll ever learn from us. So we're really excited to be here today to tell you a little bit about all of those pieces. Yeah, so as Colin mentioned, young people are more and more and more and more aware of the social issues in this country, right? Youth are having a pretty big movement and moment right now. I think a lot of people, a lot of young people, because of technology, because of their access to the news and what's going on in the world, are hyper aware of sort of gun control issues of safety, of educational equity, of homelessness. And they might sort of have a sense of how the government plays into those things, but very, very few of them have a sense of how the nonprofit world plays into those things. And while this movement is sort of happening and young people are becoming more and more civically engaged, it was really important to us to provide our structured curriculum, our toolkit that Colin was talking about, to students. Because while they may not yet be thinking about what kind of donor they want to be, most 15, 16-year-olds may not be there quite yet, they're probably thinking about what kind of human they want to be. And being a thoughtful, effective giver is a really important part of being a thoughtful, effective member of society. And so it was really, again, important to us to get to people at a younger level, at that 16, 17. They're really just coming into age thinking about their self-identity. And we were, in doing that, we really wanted to make sure that it was the members of the very community who would be making the decisions on where the funding would be going, because that's the best person to have at that table. These students are going to be best able to decide which organizations in the community where they live, where they grew up, are doing some of the most important work. So great question, thank you for asking it. So Doris believes really strongly that if anything's really worth doing, other people, specifically people from the community where it's happening, will step up to the plate. So we're very excited and proud and honored to partner with the SLI program, the 49ers Foundation, to help seed this program, to get the curriculum up and running, and working with Jesse and Jyoti and their team to provide the students with grant funds, all of those things. But ultimately the goal is that those funders, donors, board members, all of you here in the Bay Area will also help make this program possible, and we can help make sure that it continues for years and years and years, so that students like Anjali and those behind her will always have Learning by Giving in SLI. We also really hope to be able to replicate this high school program and offer it to other out-of-school time nonprofits serving high school students in the Bay Area. So if that's something that you're interested in helping make happen, You can reach out to me. You can talk to Justin. We're going to have a little handout on your way out that tells you exactly who to contact, if you have connections you want to make, if there's support you want to give, if you have an idea. We really want to continue to deepen our partnership with this community, and so you'll have that on your way out. So it's really just all about, if you want to help, step up, come talk to us, come see the program in action. And I know we're definitely going to be back here a bunch, but we're certainly going to be back here next fall when at the very end of sort of the culmination of Anjali and her classmates, they're deciding where they want to give those funds. We'll do a formal grant ceremony and definitely want to make sure all of you are invited to that. And we really hope to see you there. So thank you. So I just wanted to share one other update with you all before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening. We obviously believe that students should be leaders inside the classroom and inside the community. While the scope of the Learning by Giving Foundation is national, our focus has always been local. Doris says over and over again, give where you live, give where you live, give where you live. We believe it's really important to cultivate leadership talent and giving locally and to encourage those young people to stay in that community, continue their education, and continue to give back. So we're very excited tonight. It's in honor both of our 15th anniversary and of this new partnership that we're launching a new scholarship called the Learn, Lead, Give Scholarship. That scholarship will provide the opportunity for one SLI student who gets into and decides to attend either Stanford or UC Berkeley to get a full ride from Doris Buffett and the Learning by Giving Foundation. Yeah, I know, right? They'll go there, they'll continue their philanthropy education, and I think with that scholarship and the work that you all are doing in the classroom and the help of all of you in this room, we will make sure that the best and the brightest from the Bay Area stay in the Bay Area. We are cultivating scholars, we're cultivating donors, we're cultivating givers, and ultimately, hopefully together, making this community so much stronger. So again, Justin, thank you for having us. Thank you all for coming. Have a great night.